When you're finishing a pass from a half guard, you have basically two major categories of finishes, okay? You're generally speaking either going to go through the half guard or over the half guard, okay? And which of these two options you're gonna go for is gonna be dependent upon mainly what he's doing with his legs, okay? When you're in a half guard and you're passing through it, what you're gonna find a lot of the time is that your opponent is gonna change between either having like a regular half guard where his legs are locked together and he's trying to stop the pass by controlling your captured leg, by controlling the knee and the upper thigh of your captured leg. Okay, that's what a regular half guard is doing. He's gonna go between that, and then also he's gonna move into variations of half butterfly, where instead of trying to hold on to your leg, he's gonna take one of his legs, pummel it to the inside, and look to elevate you, maybe to get to like a full butterfly guard, maybe even to sweep you, maybe to move into leg locks, okay? So you don't get to decide which of these he's choosing, okay? He's going to make that decision, okay? You are simply going to work to pass with the option that he's giving you, okay? So he's gonna make the choice, okay, of which of these two options he's going for, and he may go back and forth between them, right? And as he does that, you're gonna then work to pass accordingly, okay? And if you're gonna work to pass through his half guard if he's locking his legs, and you're gonna work to pass over his half guard if he has a half butterfly, okay? So let's look at what that means now, all right? First, we'll do it facing away from the camera. Yeah, let's go turn a little bit this way. Head a little bit this way. All right, guys, so we'll just do it first on a near side underhook. Sorry, a near side crossface and a far side underhook. All right, from here, what I'm gonna look to do is first line my spine out with his and extend my right leg back to push his ankle down. Okay, this is something we've talked about. Now my left knee slides up and I pummel my left leg butterfly hook inside. Okay, from this point, if he continues to hold onto my legs with a half guard, I'm going to look to pass through the half guard, okay? And we have two main ways of doing that, okay? The first way is like so. I'm gonna take my right leg, I'm gonna extend it out, and notice how that lifts his legs up. Now from here, I'm gonna turn my knee to face the wall and put my foot flat on the floor, okay? From there, I can walk my foot up all the way to his hip. I'll show this from another angle next. If his legs are still locked, I'll lean forward. That'll usually open up the lock. Now here, I'll pummel with my right leg to my left leg, and then both will pummel, and then I finish the pass, okay? So I'm here. Here, what you'll notice is that my ankle is escaping from his half guard first, okay? So there's two different directions you can go, through the half guard or over the half guard. And when you're going through the half guard, you can either free your ankle or your knee first, okay? So this is the ankle first method of passing through the half guard. Let's look at that from another angle. So we start in the top tilt half guard. I line our spines up to extend my right leg to push down his ankle. I pummel my left leg butterfly hook in. We come back into a variation of the top tilt half guard. Now I want to start walking my right leg up to his hip, okay? So I extend my right leg back first, then I point my knee towards, in this case, the camera. My foot of the right leg is fully flat. I walk up to his hip, open up his legs. Now from here, my right leg pummels out, left leg pummels out. Now all he has is my knee, and that's really hard to hold on to, so I can consolidate the pass, okay? Now, there are gonna be times where the guy is he's really, really strong, and trying to open up his legs in this fashion is really difficult, okay? And I also find that this method of passing through the half guard by opening up the legs, it does tend to work better with a body lock, okay? You can do it with the upper body control that we're doing right now, but it does tend to work a little bit better with a body lock, okay? So anyway, whether we were doing it with a body lock or with an upper body control, and we just find that we're not able to get his legs open for whatever reason, maybe he's really strong, who knows, but for whatever reason we can't get the legs open, what other option do we have available to us, okay? The next thing you're gonna do, okay, in this situation, you still got the same butterfly hook, okay? But now we find that we cannot open up the legs. He's just too strong. So instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my upper body and bring my weight forward slightly so I can rest my chest more squarely on his. And I'm gonna walk my right leg inside his legs up to my left leg. From here, my left knee is gonna come off the mat, and I'm gonna go on only the toes of my right leg. So my hips come high. So my left knee comes off the mat, and I'm only on the toes of my right leg, and my 2 feet are fairly close together. Now, I'm gonna walk my right knee up, and I go over both of his hips, okay? Now, from here, I'm passing through the half guard by freeing my knee first. So this is a knee first method of passing through the half guard, okay? Once you get to this point, you have three main options, okay? I can go hips down, flop my legs out, slide my legs up, and I'm gonna mount, okay? I can go to the side to go to knee on belly, and if I go to the side to go to knee on belly, I'm obviously always going to go to the side opposite my underhook. I would never go to the side of my underhook, okay? If I went to the side of my underhook, he could come up on his side very easily. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem for me when it comes to stabilizing the pass. And then lastly, I can pass like through a knee cut, okay, directly into a side control. And just like with the pass to knee on belly, I'm always going to do that to the side opposite my underhook. Whenever we're doing a knee cut, we do a knee cut to the side opposite of our underhook. In this case, we have a far side underhook, so I'm doing the knee cut to the near side. Well, I guess because we're going down the middle, it's not near or far, but you guys get what I'm saying. Right. So let's do it from the other side. So we're here. This time I can't open up his legs and free my ankle first, okay? So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna walk my right leg up. Okay, now my feet are closer together. I'm gonna lean forward, put my chest on his for base. Okay, now my left knee comes off the floor. I continue to walk my right foot up, put my knees both over his hips. We can move into the mount, the knee on belly, or the knee cut, okay? So in this way, we can go through the half guard, both with ankle first, okay, and knee first methods relative to how strong his legs are. I would like, if I could, to use the ankle first method. I think that should be your preferred method as a first option. Because you're lower to the floor, your center of gravity is closer to the floor, so therefore you have more base. There are less opportunities for him to buck you off and create kind of crazy scrambling situations, okay? But if you can't get that, if you can't open up his legs, you still have to pass the guard. In this case, you can go for the knee first method, okay, where the knee is the first part of your leg to free itself from his half guard, okay? Now let's look at, so we looked at going through the half guard. Now let's look at going over the half guard, okay? I'm gonna have another section on this instructional where I talk about going over the half guard because it's a pretty complicated topic, but let's talk about it briefly now. And we'll talk about what I think the most important concept is, okay? We're gonna reiterate this concept later, but we'll talk about it now as well. All right, so let's go right here. Yeah, just go flat on your back. Okay, so I'm in the half guard, and what's going to happen now is Derek feels, for whatever reason, I'm going to be able to pass through his half guard. So instead of continuing to just hold on to his legs, which maybe isn't working, he takes his left leg and he pummels through to a butterfly hook. Yeah, he pummels through to a butterfly hook. Okay? So what am I going to do? Okay? Well, one thing I can do is I can establish some kind of control on the left side of my body, the right side of his body. Okay, generally this is going to be with either a near side underhook or a near side crossface. Okay, that's going to allow me to take my right hand. Okay, I know you guys can't see this well from this angle, but we'll show it again from the other side next. I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to the inside of his thigh. Okay, in addition, when I do this, I'm going to walk his legs this way, such that his knee of the leg that has the butterfly hook is facing closer to the wall than to the ceiling. I cannot allow it to face to the ceiling. That's going to be a problem for me. Okay, that's where he gets strong off-balancing abilities. I want it to be facing towards the wall. Okay, if it's facing towards the wall, it's an easy thing for me to simply slide my leg over the top, and I'm in a strong, stable position. Okay? I can slide up to a mount. All right, let's go from the other side. So, again, this is something you're usually going to do, so you will not have connected hands when you do this, because you need this hand to come inside here. Okay? So you're going to do it either with a near side underhook, this hand is free, or a strong crossface. So your crossface should be positioned like your hand is right here at his muscle, okay, right underneath the armpit, where the armpit and the shoulder meet. Okay, and now I'm gonna walk my feet. Yeah, make the hook. I'm gonna walk my feet into his hips to get them facing that way. If they're facing this way, I'm never getting over it. In fact, I'm helping him sweep me. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, so I have to walk, keep my head low, I'll walk this way. Now this arm inside makes like a gooseneck false grip, okay? Like this, right? On the inside, my elbow, not that much, my elbow will start to force the knee down. If his knee went all the way down like that, I mean, obviously, yeah, that'd be great, but it's a little unrealistic. So keep this a little stronger here. So we're here. You don't need it all the way down, right? Even this is pretty good. Now here, when he goes to extend, this slides over. When I come to a mount here, this is actually, if you know how to do this, is a very good mount. Okay, this is a tilted mount. Okay, I'm gonna curl my right leg and drive my left leg in. Now here, because my hips are not directly over his, when he goes to bridge, he doesn't take me off. In fact, I can slide up and I can stabilize the mount very well. Okay, so this is just one version of passing over the half guard. Okay, but it's a very, very important one. Okay, so as you're passing through the half guard, always remember he has two basic options. Once you've forced him into a non-knee shield half guard and you have some good control of both sides of his body, whether that's through a body lock or some form of upper body control, or perhaps even a hip facing half guard. Okay, the hip facing half guard, things change a little bit, but it's still the same general concept. Okay, at that point you're going to pass either through or over the half guard. And which of those you're going to choose is going to be largely dependent upon the specific configuration he's choosing to adopt with his legs. And that choice he's making because he thinks it's his best chance to stop you from getting past. Okay, he's either trying to hold on to the knee of your captured leg, okay, and then presumably work to get his other knee inside and then work to maybe a closed guard or whatever else. Maybe he's going to try to John Wayne sweep you, who knows. Or he's going to work into a half butterfly where he's going to try to elevate you, okay? So you're either going through if his legs are locked, or you're going to go over if he has a half butterfly, okay? Just always remember these are your two basic options. These are the two basic situations in which you're going to utilize them.